XRP competition is heating up as BNB passes it. We'll talk price action of both. And the shutdown vote, well, that failed. Yeah, baby, we're still shut down. We'll talk tokenized gold as two big players are leading the surge. BTC ETFs record mega inflows, which means what? The market loves the government shutdown.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
So yeah, BNB is past XRP in market cap, only 1% away from all-time high, while XRP is what, everyone? 69% away from all-time high? But look at the chart for the year. XRP still blowing the doors off of BNB. XRP for the year up 470%, while BNB is up 132% for the year. Now the story changes though, because over the last month, BNB is roaring while XRP is flat. So it all really depends on when you got in. Heat map, we'll get to it, but you know what comes first? My wife. Note your comments. Why? Because you, the viewer, matter most. Jeremy Touche dropping support on the channel. Thank you very much, Jeremy. OG viewer here. Says best crypto news in the space. I try to bring you the news, good, bad, happy, or sad, every day of the week, except travel days. Shane Wilkins, channel member. Thank you, Shane. Dropping support as well. Says, you're amazing, helping me, putting out videos, watching news, taking care of your wife while you're a super badass. Thank you, sir. Well, my wife is pretty much recovered. I'm still bringing the news, good, bad, happy, or sad, and I won't quit. Reverend Funky's got a problem. Maybe we should give him some penicillin. Reverend Funky says, last time I touched PPI data, my eyes turned pink. Probably should have washed my hands after. Oh well, crap occurs, choo-choo bitches. Yes, CPI data, PPI data, all the Fed bigs talking this week and next. Yo, hold on tight, everyone. This is going to be a wild one. Bitcoin, 124,787. ETH is 47.43. Look at BNB, up 7.5% last 24 hours, while XRP is down 0.75% at 297. This is interesting. We're going to have to pay attention to this because the market is definitely starting to prefer BNB. But remember, this is just over the last 3 weeks. From the last 3 weeks, yes, BNB has started beating XRP. But you zoom out to the year and XRP has got its name. Altcoin season, ooh, 58 out of 100. So why did we slide down? Well, because BTC is up while the rest of the alts aren't up as strong. And that's what you're seeing right now. The deeper we go into this, the more BTC is gaining, the less the alts are moving. This is the chart I have up on the screen. This is the altcoin season index, okay? Peak of 78 here as of late, all right? That was September 19th. Since then, we have basically eroded 20 altcoin season points, which means 20 altcoins have slid below BTC in their growth over the last 90 days. Why is BTC roaring? Well, because the funding bill was denied. That's right. All the Democrats go this way, the Republicans go this way. Basically, there were a few outliers. Funding bill falls short again. That's right, they voted no. In the Senate, extending the government shutdown. The Senate on Monday, for a fifth time, did not pass a House bill that would temporarily fund the government. Republicans, who control both chambers of Congress, and Democrats remained at loggerheads over terms of funding deal as we're now into its sixth day. The 52 to 42 vote, now remember, they need 60 votes to make this shit happen, fell largely along party lines, as was the case during the 4 previous votes. The measure would have funded the government through November 21st. So remember, these are stopgap bills, everyone. This is temporary shit, which means all the drama mama that we're going through right now, you are not the father kind of bullshit, would come up again November 21st. But that would also mean that we would see some of our favorites here roar again. Because remember, Bitcoin and gold roared, absolutely roared as a store of value play during the government shutdown. So if the government has a temporary bill and shuts down again on the 21st of November, could that be another BTC crypto roaring session? The Republican senators needed at least 8 votes from the Democrats to meet the 60 vote threshold. The only senators from the Democrats so far to vote for the House resolution have been Fetterman of Pennsylvania, Catherine Matzo, and Angus King of Maine. Oh, okay. The 3 senators who voted with the Republicans on Monday evening, Rand Paul voted with the Democrats. Oh. The Trump administration reiterated its threats of mass layoffs of government workers if the shutdown persists beyond Monday. Basically, what the White House and what Trump is trying to do is say, hey, look, if you don't get it fixed by then, layoffs, and they're your fault. Yeah, putting pressure on the Democrats. National Economic Counselor Kevin Hassett told Squawk Box that Trump could start taking sharp measures if the Senate doesn't approve it. Yo, you're going to have to watch crypto hardcore this week because the money has it that we're going to be going through another week of shutdowns, and that would mean layoffs. Democrats would be the blame for any government worker losing a job. Actually, no. Everyone in the Senate and the House would be to blame for people losing their jobs. Why? Because both sides of the aisle, both these fucking retards, have known about the shutdown. So why did they wait to the last minute? It's political posturing. BTC ETFs post their second highest inflows ever. Government shutdown, institutional explosion. Here are the inflows. Look at this. Just in one day, BTC had nearly 1.2 billion worth of inflows. This is an absolute show of support for the government shutdown as BTC is a store of value asset. Look, looking for a place to park your money, it's BTC. Goes up when the United States government screws up. United States government screws up a lot. BTC goes up a lot. And the rest of the world is jumping in as seen by these insano inflows. The spot BTC ETFs in the United States clocked their second biggest day of inflows in history as BTC touched all-time highs. The 11 US-based spot BTC ETFs saw an accumulation of nearly 1.2 billion on November 2nd. This biggest was 1.37 billion when Trump won the election. So, right, it's all about positivity here. The bumper day for ETFs, which coincided with Bitcoin's new all-time high of 126,000, brings October's total inflow to 3.47 million. So what's going to happen with XRP and the alts once their ETFs get approved? Will they move during government shutdowns? I don't know. I'm kind of curious about it. Volume right now, melting motherfucking faces. 28% up to 202 billion in the last 24 hours. Yo, look at the market cap. When we had the bad government fears and then it came from reality, we went from 3.79 trillion to right now $4.3 trillion. This is the highest we've seen market cap in the last 3 years. Government shutdown, crypto pumperoni. Well, not all of them. Grayscale becomes the first U.S. spot crypto ETP to offer staking. This is freaking news. You want more money to come into crypto? Offer staking. You can take your money, park it at a bank, and what do you earn? Interest, right? You got your money market funds, you got your CDs, all that kind of shit. Well, what happens when you put your crypto somewhere? Nothing. Well, not anymore, because Grayscale says we're going to be staking. The Grayscale Ethereum Trust, ETH, and the Grayscale Ethereum Mini Trust, ETH, are now the first U.S.-listed spot ETPs to allow staking. Golf clap. ETH and ETH are not registered under the Investment Company Act of 1940, which means they don't carry the same protections as regular ETFs. Oh, okay. Grayscale will stake passively through a network of institutional custodians and diversified validator providers, helping secure the ETH network. The firm also announced that its Grayscale Solana Trust, G-Unit, has activated staking as well, giving investors one of the few ways to access Solana staking through a brokerage account. This is freaking huge, because you know how much I wish people, myself included, would be able to earn while we have our crypto sitting there? Guess what? Grayscale's doing it. I'm going to look into this stuff because I don't want to just park my crypto somewhere and not earn. I want to earn while it sits. My cash does. Tokenized gold market value surpasses $3 billion. All right, let's tokenize everything. Tokenize my dong. Send it to my wife. It'll get there in a few seconds. Why? Because crypto covers in a few seconds. The total market value of tokenized gold has now reached $3 billion. As of October. This is now tokenized gold, not physical gold, not real gold, not paper gold, but the tokenized crypto digital version of gold. Tether's XAUT leads the market with 1.5 billion, while Pax has approximately 1.19 billion. Those two make 89% of the market. Here is the heat map for gold tokenization. It's literally held by two big players out there. Together, these two tokens dominate roughly 89% of tokenized gold market. Now, why is this big? Because gold is roaring during the government shutdown. Tokenized gold is roaring during the shutdown. So even if you don't have access to gold, you have access to tokenized gold. So again, crypto making the government shutdown money for people that are getting into it. We touched on this a little. We'll touch on it more. You should touch the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future news that I bring, which is good, bad, happy, or sad. No hopium BS here. XRP to $10,000 by Friday. Russia's going to build their stock market on XRPL. Lies, bitches. BNB surpasses XRP as the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap. BNB, the native token powering the Binance Smart Chain, has surpassed XRP. BNB has just been on a roar. I said BNB is going to touch 1,000, and now freaking BNB's at 1,330. BNB has been gaining momentum against XRP in recent months, with the Binance native token benefiting from increased activity in decentralized exchange operations and broader ecosystem adoption. We've seen the burn rate on XRPL actually go way, way down. Yeah, it just hasn't been as much juice on XRPL. XRP currently faces competitive pressure from rivals like BNB, while market participants await regulatory developments. Discussions around XRP ETFs continue, which would allow what? XRP to really flow. There's a shit ton more XRP ETFs than there are BNB ones. Which means what? Let BNB have its time now. XRP will start roaring. By the way, any of y'all get into BNB? Here's that market cap ranking for you right now. And here's that price action of XRP. Floating right around that $3 mark. Ever since we made that run up here in mid-July, we've been pushed back. Now that run up got us up to 365. Haven't been able to touch that since. In fact, volume for XRP, healthy at 6.5 billion. We're not seeing it move like the rest. In fact, zoom out or zoom into the 1 month, you can see, hey, look, we touched 310 a couple times, and then we got pushed right back down again. So right now, the market is saying, look, look, look. It's not XRP's time. It's right now BNB's time, because as you can see, BNB has jumped up a shit ton since where, everyone? Since the beginning of October, end of September. XRP has to wait. What are XRP fans waiting for? The ETFs. BNB is roaring, we get it. BNB's volume, insane. Almost $8 billion, up 66%. What do we know about the crypto market? Money rotates. Remember when ICP was big? Yeah, and then money rotated elsewhere else. Crow had a big pump, and then it dumped. ETH moved a whole bunch, and then they sold that off. Crypto is about pumps and dumps. Riding the hot waves, and then jumping onto the next hot wave and making more money. XRP is not that hot wave right now. It doesn't mean I don't like XRP. It doesn't mean I hate XRP. It doesn't mean I don't believe in XRP. It just means that right now the market is rotating elsewhere where things are hot, like BNB. But think about it. ICP was once really, really hot, right? It was, wasn't it? Now ICP is just a shell of itself price-wise. Arbitrum, same way. We've seen a whole bunch of things out there pump and dump, and then what? Yeah, come back at a later time. HBAR was a big performer. Now it's stuck at 22 cents. SHIB was a big performer at time too, and now what? That thing is stuck as well. So, certain things are hot, and that's where the money goes to in crypto. When you're not hot, money leaves. When is XRP going to be hot? When those ETFs and regs come in, girlfriend. Yeah, I better shrink my screen down, get it back to 100%. So all we got to do is wait. But we also got to wait for the government shutdown, which, while that's happening, is pumping the ever-living shit out of BTC, and institutions are pouring into BTC during this shutdown. BTC is a hedge against the government? Yes. Grayscale actually having staking for parked crypto? Yes. Tokenized gold roaring? Yes. XRP $10,000 cringe bullshit frickin' thumbnail melting faces by Friday? No. So what have we noticed in the crypto market? BTC is slowly climbing its way up, while a lot of other cryptos out there pump crazy, like ETH did and sold off, like ICP did and sold off, like XDC did and sold off. And then the money rotates back in. It's pumps and dumps, baby. So crypto is all about being hot right now. And obviously BNB is hot right now, passing up XRP in market cap and on an absolute tear here as of late. So, does it mean XRP is dead? No. It just means that the crypto market is all about gains right now. Now see, what a lot of you have to understand, and a lot of you are hodlers, right? A lot of these players out here aren't hodlers. They take their 10, 15, 20, 30% hits, move on out to somewhere else. So right now, those players are taking all their money and they're piling it in, Monopoly money, are piling it into BNB. But then once BNB hits a magic number and all of a sudden this starts going down, what do you think those players are going to do? They're going to jump out of BNB and they're going to be like, okay, what's hot next? Ooh, we got ETFs coming up. Oh, we got regs coming up. oh, okay, government shutdown is over, so the BTC play is going to cool down again, because as you've seen, BTC is roaring while what? While the government shutdown happens. Safe haven play. You don't always need the safe haven play. Crypto is about pumps and dumps. Hodling, you can do it. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just saying, people have made insano money jumping from one roar to the next. And right now, BNB is that one roaring. I told you a few weeks ago, watch, BNB is going to absolutely tear, and it did. And I also said that BNB is going to break 1,000 before XRP hits 350. Hell, BNB has gotten to 1,300 and change before XRP got back to 350. Why? Short value play. And there's a lot of money flowing into BNB and a lot of money flowing into exchanges. Why? Because the exchanges are seeing the volatility play out and people are trading and it's making them money. Most of that money, though, is coming from institutions. As I've showed you, BTC ETFs, second biggest inflow day ever. So yeah, the alts like XRP will have that day. We just got to wait for others to fade, because remember, crypto's all about being hot, spicy, naughty, and relevant. And right now, BNB's hot, spicy, and relevant. Did you touch it? I did. I told you about it too, and I even said it was going to go to 1,000. 1,300, I don't know. This guy might have to take profit soon. Choo-choo what? Choo-choo money, because the money train is coming to town. It doesn't stay. It just stops and then goes to the next stop. Pumps and dumps, better believe it. Choo-choo what? Well, that money train is on its way. Choo-choo bitches. CCBs, right, Reverend Funky?